is day 1 of my road to the PhD. It's Monday. It's almost 10 a.m., which is kind of late. I accidentally stayed up really late last night, so that's why everything's a little off. After this, kind of hoping to get in more of the swing of getting in earlier, all that. Still wanting to be able to do my makeup though. Today I'm wearing a couple of Panos eyeshadow palettes. Yeah. Today my goal is to read some of the journal articles I have printed out. That's a big thing. I will kind of show the post-it note because I like to keep post-it notes kind of as my to-do list every day and be able to check it off. It's kind of something that I like to do. I didn't set it up last night for myself, but that's what I like to do. I'll probably add in what I got done when I get back. That's today. It's quite cold, so I'll probably take the bus. First day, and I mean it's starting out better than last semester, so that's all that matters. So this is the end of day 1. I have not gotten nearly as much work done as I'd wanted to. As I mentioned earlier, I got to work late and I stayed until almost about 5. It was still winter here, so it does get dark early-ish, and I just didn't want to be out when it got super cold and there was no sunlight out. So that was kind of it. And I came back and I just vegged out. I didn't even edit my videos, but I will probably try to edit the Pandas eyeshadows videos tomorrow. I did meet with my advisor, which was the big thing I needed to do today because I wanted to make sure I had things planned out. I've got a lot more things to do over the rest of this week that I will be working on, and I will show you guys kind of how I set things up for myself to kind of give myself goals for each day. They're usually bigger goals than I can achieve, but it's something where it's I've set all these things up, so therefore I can move through it and be okay, I know that if I don't get to it, I can get to it the next day, that kind of thing. So what I do is on my laptop, I keep sticky notes. So this one is just for, letting this focus a bit more. This is for reading. So this one I crossed out because I'd already finished reading. This one actually is something I was going to be working on reading on tonight after I get cleaned up a bit more. Determining committees, I actually need to cross this out because I've officially been I've decided I'm only using 4 people on my committee, not 5. I can bring in other people later on if I want more information or seek external assistance. Because the thing is with my research, I want to be a little bit more of a jack of all trade. I have emails ready to go. I just need to clean them up and send them out. The determining travel info, I need to ask the other grad students about. And these 2 are more on stuff I want to do tomorrow. So it's the beginning of day 2. It is the first day of actual classes, and I have to say, at least in one aspect, it's already turned out better than last semester. Because last semester, the first day I actually had classes, I had responsibilities. In that morning, I got the phone call from my father about my grandfather. We all knew it was going to happen. He was in hospice again. He'd been in home care hospice and then back to hospice because it was really taking a toll on my grandmother. But this time around, I was well, haven't gotten any phone calls. There's no family emergencies generally. So I'm in a much better spot. The goals for today include trying to read the rest of the other 3 articles, finish up the articles I need to read, that I'd had set out. And there's one more article that I want to read. The emails have just been sent, so I haven't checked my email out yet because I just scheduled it for yesterday. And besides that, not much else. I'll be TAing, but it'll be the first day, so it'll be pretty slow. But besides that, it's going to be a day where I'm just going to try to get into the hang of things. It's 8:30 right now, so I'm getting a little bit better about getting up earlier. I mean, today I have to be on campus by 9:30, so that's part of the reason. But it's turning out better than usual, so kudos to that. So it is the end of day 2. Today was the first day that I had more responsibilities. I had to go in for TAing for classes. This one was quite easy. It was quite laid back because they were doing an escape room sort of thing, and we were not supposed to give them any information, so that was pretty easy for us. That was for the second class. The first class was going over some basic stuff. Had the confusing thing that I was in one of the classes I was TAing for, and I get an email being hey, we have switched which class you are going to be TAing for the third one. I was I mean, this switch makes sense. Why was this, if this had been a thought process, why was this not done earlier? Even when we first got the schedule out or got one of the more their row schedules. I don't know. Because what ended up being the thing was either way for the one TA made sense because she was both working with this one class there's only 2 sections being taught this semester, or like stay with the other professor because they're like either if her options worked. I was just kind of like, well, if this girl is TAing for this class already, wouldn't it make sense for her just to stay there? She's worked with this professor a lot. I'm not explaining it well, but I don't want to say names, so yeah. I got 2 articles read also today. I finished the article I had started last night, and then I read another article, both just review papers on tungsten. Should have read those last week, but whatever. I've been adding more to my list of things that I need to read because there's always more that needs to be read. Got those done. Getting into the swing of things. Sent out those emails for asking professors to be on my committee. One said yes, but he still wants to meet with me. The other one was like, I don't know. I'd like to meet with you first and talk with you about your project. And I'm like, sure. You kind of already know it. You've seen it in presentation form, like some brief stuff. The third professor has not gotten back to me, and I'm not surprised because he has a lot of responsibilities, so I'm kind of there like, yeah, it makes sense, but also it's a little annoying. But yeah, so that's been my day. I will show you guys the my sticky notes for today. I'm getting into the swing of it, so if you're realizing what I need to get done, and sometimes these are just like the reminders being like, you need to do this at some point. You don't need to do it today, but like having this always not forgetting about it is the big thing. So I did, like I said, I read these 2 articles. This is the third one that I need to read. And this is just a review paper that I'd started reading, but I haven't finished. As you can see, I did like set up the meetings because that was the first thing when I woke up this morning is something I needed to do. Not done these 2 things. I may want to, determining time frame, I need it once I determine when my qualifier is going to be. That's really when I need to do stuff. This one is a goal for probably tomorrow. And work to describe the projects. That's because I had those meetings. I was thinking it through. I haven't fully fleshed out anything, but it's been partially done, so that's good. Okay, so this is day 3 of like week 1. I probably will soon stop doing like the numbering the days and whatnot. But so today I'm meeting with at least one professor. Got 2 meetings actually, one for my research project generally and one for asking one of the professors if he'd be in my like advisory committee. And so then goals today are just really reading, and I'm running around. I'm wearing a shirt from my university. I got that thrifting, and I've got more of that makeup on that I was playing around with a bit. It is almost 8:30, so I need to get out and get going. The last thing I need to do is like put shoes on and pack a snack because I didn't make food to have leftovers for today, so oh well. Yeah, it feels weird that it's Wednesday. I was thinking it was a Thursday because I saw somebody who I usually would see on Wednesdays yesterday, so I was like, oh my gosh, it's like Wednesday last night, and I was like, no, today is Wednesday. Whoops. So it is the end of Wednesday. I had my meeting with the one professor to join my committee. He said yes, so I'm meeting with the other one who's already confirmed, but he just wants to meet with me, so that's totally cool. I just need to hear from the third person, but it kind of makes sense that I wouldn't hear from him because he does a lot. He's very busy. It takes a couple of days to get responses from him typically, so if anything else, I corner him on Friday when we have our meeting, which we were supposed to have today, but that got forgotten by accident by him, so it was kind of awkward. Generally just having, like, all of us were there waiting and he wasn't. I got more research-based stuff done than, like, reading done, and a little bit more house stuff because when I got home, because I got home a little early, I just wanted my, like, coffee. I, like, want to just watch, I want a coffee, I want a TikTok. I drank a lot of coffee today because I got lunch for myself at campus and I just had a cup of coffee with that. And then I got chai tea latte when I was meeting up with a friend who hadn't seen her in a while as we were chatting, catching up. Also ran into one of our other friends as we were, like, leaving the student union, so that was kind of fun, seeing all of us together, because we haven't had class together in almost a year. Besides that, I got more KN95s, so that was just something the university was handing out. We got, like, 2 per student, so that was great. And that's been about it. I mean, I made dinner for I had leftovers from when I ordered last night, so I just ate that, and I cooked up the HelloFresh I had, because I was going to be getting another package tomorrow. So I made that and I have like 3 lunches. Did it go well? Not really, and I need to clean my like stovetop again, but the problem is, especially when I'm cooking certain things, it splatters and things just like, it was not good. I had to like turn things off periodically because I was like, this oil is splattering. I'm worried I'm going to get a grease fire. I didn't. I always made sure I didn't, but I'm sitting there being like, oh shoot, I'm trying to be responsible. Oh my god, is it bad? And I will show you how far along on those sticky notes I got. So on the readings, I didn't get much done. I got 1 reading done, and that was the last goal I had. That one finished pretty quickly. In terms of everything else, I did kind of figure out how to describe my project. That's still something that's in the works. Look into phases. I did get that written out and figured out. These 2, this one I just need to sit down and do. This one, determining the time frame, I need to wait to hear back from the one professor. Did make my bed, like I said, I'm giving myself some cheat sheets. I did finish all my dishes, which included the most recent batch of like the stuff I made tonight, because originally it was just some stuff that I'd had left in the sink, but I got everything done. And I took out a couple of boxes I had from like packages, because I'd had a couple of like makeup orders plus HelloFresh plus a gift that my sisters had gotten me. So I got all of that done. I'm a little bit more productive in some aspects not so much, but I feel good about today. Okay, so it is Thursday, day 4. I'm running a little behind. It's almost 8:15-ish. I just wanted to see because I got up earlier, but I'd gone a little like more intense on my makeup today because I was like, why not? Let's play around. Heck, I may hit pan on a shadow that was not in my like 5 pans that I was originally trying to work on. Today will be mostly just reading and TAing. I do also have a meeting today, so it's gonna be one of those days. I've got a lot of stuff, but it's not too bad. I just need to get down to business to defeat the Huns. God, I love that movie. As I will always say, Li Shang, favorite Disney princess. Yeah, so all I need to do is pack my backpack, which is pretty much just pack my lunch, and then I will be ready to go. Woo! Let's see how today goes. Hopefully I'm a little bit more productive. Back in the same spot as I was earlier today. I got some stuff done. Need to get more. I'm still getting the swing of it. Today was not super productive, but I did end up going to help out with office hours, even though I really didn't need to. But you know what? The professor I'm really close with was like, hey, I'm worried about this. So I was like, sure, I'll join in. Why not? And it was fun. So I had my meeting with the other person who was in my, one of the other members of my committee. Humorously knows the professor who is the head of the chemical engineering and material science department at University of Minnesota, who I've complained about. And I was like, oh yeah, I know that professor is. He taught my senior design. And that's all I said. I was just like, okay. But besides that, I TA'd this morning, and that was fine. But yeah, there's not a lot going on. I'll show you what I have completed, because I did get some stuff done, so I'm proud of that. So as you can see, I did finish reading one of the papers. This one makes me worried because it's very different than my research. This one's the next one I need to do. And then this Cantor one, which is hard to read, is something that you've seen every mention this week. It's one I started, but I haven't finished. So of course I did make my bed. I did make dinner. I had HelloFresh come in, made it delicious. I did not do any of the putting something away. I think I may do that tomorrow evening because I plan to do laundry. I did work more on describing my project because I was part of the meeting. The other stuff I have not done yet. The time frame one is one where I really just need to wait for the one professor to respond about whether or not he will be on my committee. So it's Friday. I'm having a late start to the day. It's almost 10:30. I'm not wearing any makeup because I decided not to. I'm not feeling it today. Like, my hair needs to be washed, like all that jazz. So I'm just kind of vibing. I'm just going to go into the office, try to get some readings done. Probably just only one though, because I take some pretty extensive notes when I do. Besides that, I'm going to be meeting with a senior grad student in my research group about asking about the qualifying exam and getting that and getting coffee with her because I do want to be her friend. So yeah, that'll be my day so far. I'm probably going to do laundry and No, cleaning will be tomorrow because it's supposed to snow really badly tomorrow. So I'm like, I don't want to drive. So yeah, those are my goals. So it's the weekend. It's Saturday. You can see it's late at night. I did not do a earlier in the day update on things. I'm just doing my like evening routine. Got my lip mask on. Put like moisturize my body, all that jazz. Like, but today I didn't do any like work in terms related to my PhD. Instead, I focused on getting some chores done. I did a pretty thorough clean of my kitchen. Some stuff is still soaking, but yeah, most of it is done. Also worked a little bit on cleaning my bathroom. My main living space is not super clean. It's mostly just like cluttered. I need to go through that and organize things from there. Besides that, I went to both like Trader Joe's and Target to get stuff. The Target, I went to the further Target and somewhat got lost, but figured out how to get back. Like, I was really proud of myself how I was able to get back without like any directions. I just got to like a point where I was like, oh, I do recognize this road. Okay, I'll take this. And then I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, oh, no. Yep, I know exactly where I am now. I'm good to go. I can figure it out from here. And part of the reason was just because like there is going to be a snowstorm for the next like couple of days, or really it's only tomorrow, but I don't plan on leaving my apartment on Monday either, and so that's been my thing today. So yeah.